Hey YouTube, this is Gary from My Sacred Honor. Ask not what the country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. I grew up with those words, and they were from the mouth of a Democrat. Listen to what comes out of the mouths of Democrats now. You know, I think there's nothing more sweet than to see an infant on a mother's breast, knowing that that mother from her body is nourishing her child, and that bond is the most pure and beautiful bond that the world has to offer. Us fathers just sit there in amazement to see a baby who might be crying at one time just completely out of control and screaming and whatever, and when the mother grabs that child and pulls that child to her breast and you hear the little coo sounds, and if you're not a father or a parent yet, trust me, it is an amazing, and you hear the cooing sound and maybe the mother's humming and rocking, and there is a beauty that I think the good Lord just really, I'm amazed, and it's something that I will never be able to experience because I'm a male, but from watching. Well, maybe I can experience it. I mean, with all the tits that the government's given, and they do come after me for that money. Back to it. That's a beautiful thing when an infant and a mother have that connection, that natural connection. But if you were to take that same child at 9, 13, and he's sucking off his mama's tit, you would go, oh. Right? That would be a, whoa. I'd be sick. And that's what we have in this country. All the government tits out there. You have generations of people on the same tit. Grandma died. She was on the tit. Now it's my tit. And somehow we as a people can't look at it in the right view. And what's going on is it's sick. A person shouldn't be on the tit after what? A year and a half, max 2 years. That's unnatural. It's unnatural to give a full-grown person a tit forever. It's also unnatural for them to keep coming to the same source. Have a broker saying you're going to give a tit. The government's a middleman. They're not even, they come to us and say, give us your tit. This is your baby now. Right? God. And we sit there and take it. And they're doing it to all of us. All the time. You're going to give them a tit. Now they're coming for a huge tit with government health care. Problem is not all the nutrients are going to be in that tit. It's going to nourish some. And some, the tit's just going to dry up. It's going to disappear, shrivel up and die. Along with the patient. Along with the person that's supposed to be nourished by it. Because there ain't a tit big enough to give to all the people. Not by the government. It's got to be done by the free market. People have to be in business because, number one, they can make a profit. Number two, they like what they're doing. They feel compelled to do medicine. Once you bureaucratize something, the passion goes out of it. It's all numbers. The healing, the finding of new medicines, the finding of how to cure or treat, not necessarily cure, but just treat diseases, is going to shrivel up. That tip will shrivel up because it'll be all about the numbers. How do we get the most people in the train and get them on their way? Forget the comfort. Forget about it. We need to get them from point A to point B. That's a bureaucrat's mindset. That's the way it works. And so we need to start thinking, hey, wait a second, man, you got a 13-year-old child on your tip. That's unnatural. You both need to go. That's like, let's stop that. Well, that's what we have here now. We have generations of people that have been on the tit. In fact, while they're sucking on their tit, the next one comes over and just immediately starts sucking on the tit, and that's their life. How dare us do that to our American brothers and sisters? That does them no good. They need to feel the pain of poverty. That makes them so damn uncomfortable that they say, don't like this. What do you think happens in Mexico every day? Been to Mexico City, Tijuana? Have you? They're cesspools. They smell like piss. They smell like crap. They live in horror. Each person has a wall around their home, so and with glass, so when somebody climbs up over it, they cut themselves so they don't climb over it. That's their security. And yet, so many of them, not one, but millions of them, come over here illegally, break the law for a better life. We have people with the sovereign rights of Americans that, no, I think I'll just take a tit. Where's their drive? Where's their drive to get out of the ghetto? I'm so thankful I had the mother I had. She took 5 babies out with her. Not one was left behind. Not one. Where's that drive? The Great Society has destroyed it. Along with it, they destroyed the black family. And now the rest of the families are following in suit. See, when I was a boy, my mom, she never looked at the ghetto. She looked up. Not that they were better, but the lifestyle was better. It was better for us as a people. And she'd say, no, you keep your eye up there, Gary. Don't you look back to the ghetto. Lot's wife looked back to the salt. And now our children, middle class kids, are looking to the ghetto. They want to dress like them. They want to act like them. They want to, what's up, man? You know, have their pants down to their ankles. Wear their hats crooked. That's their goal, is to go back to the ghetto. That's their goal. What's wrong with that, people? Their parents aren't going, no, 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 no. You straighten the hat up, pull your damn pants up, and look there. It's not happening. There is a sickness in this country, and it's up to us, and you know who I'm talking to toe the line. No, look up there. That's where we're going. This whole Robin Hood crap that Obama's doing needs to stop. I mean, he's got a list of, he wants to get a list of people who disagree with him. Screw you. He wants health care. He wants to control our health care. He wants to control the way you and me are treated. Screw you. You know, I've heard lately on the news how all the car companies are, oh, we're making money, yay. No, you're making my money that I already made. You're not making anything. You just got a handout, you son of a... And they're so happy. What happens when the money dries up? What happens today when it comes out at 10+% unemployment rate, which is not true, it's higher? What happens? All they did is stick a damn Band-Aid on it. We need to be vigilant. Don't be so down, people. We have a fight on our hands. So put a bra on and tell them not my tit. This is Gary for My Sacred Honor. Keep your heads up. Love your videos lately. That's what I've been doing for the last week, is going to my peeps and watching all your videos. I haven't been able to comment on all of them, but definitely been watching them. And you guys are producing some great stuff. All right, man. Take care. Have a good weekend.